Good evening again, everyone. I am back. That's right, I'm back after 8.5 hours. How you doing, everyone? Not easy, but thank God, in one piece. At least I got to rest and have a little dinner as we were on from 10 a.m. this morning. So, we're back here at NY Yankee Mania for a post show and also to talk about all the Yankee moves. So, without further ado, I want to welcome Ben from the Sports Pod. Unfortunately, he wasn't on the earlier stream, so he's been nice enough to come on tonight and we discuss exactly what went on. How you doing, man? And how was your day?
I'm pretty good. That's an interesting trade deadline day. Both New York teams were extremely active. And for the Mets, it was more on Wednesday night, but the Yankees certainly made some big additions today.
Unbelievable. First off, not to overshadow, but they did win a game today, which was they played very well. A couple of homers, a couple of base hits here and there. They played decent defense and they pitched well. So overall, it was a great day, but it was an even better day that the Yankees are definitely better today than they were yesterday, without a doubt. Without
100%.
Yeah, there's no question about that. That bullpen is scary. I mean, if they're healthy and they getting Fernando Cruz back, it is incredible. And I got to tell you, it's the first time I was on live for almost 9 hours. And let me tell you, Ben, I'm beat up a little bit, so I'm gonna need for you to take over today. No, but I'm solid. I'm ready to go. Nitin was tremendous, and everybody helped. And we had a former baseball player on, and I don't know if you caught any of the show, but it was real exciting and very, very good. And we had its ups and downs. Were they going to make a trade? Weren't they going to make a trade? Were they going to make? And I kept saying, you got to wait till the end. Wait till the end. The Yankees always strike towards right. They made a move here and there, and then the Carabello move was hysterical because all of a sudden he's shaking hands in the other dugout, and all he's got to do is go across the way, and he's with his new team. So. Yeah, and that happened twice this year. That happened once with the what was it? The
Sir Anthony
Orioles.
Dominguez, who was traded from the Blue Jays to the Orioles in the middle of a doubleheader.
So just quickly in the chat before we get going. Hey, Total Turnbuckle Talk, how you doing there, my man? How's it going? Great job on the stream the other day. Thank you so much. You do a tremendous job, TJ, and good luck tomorrow. Doing your little short there at SmackDown. So good luck to you over there and have a great time and enjoy. And thanks for coming on. Real Bill, how are you? Ken, how's it going? JT, how you doing? How's everybody doing? I hope everybody enjoyed. And First Bump Dad, how are you? How's it going? I hope everybody that was on here enjoyed our stream earlier today, which was only 2 hours ago we finished. Well, Ben, take it away, baby. Go ahead.
I wasn't on earlier, so I have a lot to say. And I'll start with the Bronx Bombers. I was really skeptical. We talked about it ad nauseum. Are the Yankees going to spend? Are they going to be willing to part ways with some of their coveted prospects? And it seems like Brian Cashman wants to go all in this year. He finally got a couple bullpen arms. David Bednar from the Pirates, really solid stuff. He was an all-star closer for them a couple years back. And now the question is, again, who is the Yankees closer? And it's even more convoluted now than it was back in March because you have three guys that can do it. You now have Luke Weaver, Devin Williams, and David Bednar. And that's not discrediting what Camilo Doval is going to add to this bullpen as well. The back end of the Yankees bullpen is looking really, really bright right now. I like both bullpen additions that Cashman made today. And then going out and getting a guy like Jose Caballero, who was a Yankee killer, who's one of those Rays that just always seems to have that extra level of intensity against the Yankees. Not only do you add that to your team, but you take away that bat when you're playing against him. And now the question, it's an even more interesting situation with what you do with Anthony Volpe. Because Caballero can play defense, Caballero can steal bases, and he can hit the ball a reasonable amount. He's not going to smash the ball. He's not going to be tearing the cover off the ball, but he could be similar to Anthony Volpe. That's not out of the question. And I was surprised when they traded away Oswald Peraza. I did not think that was going to happen, but here we are. It's been a crazy 12 hours if you're a Yankee fan.
I liked all the moves, and especially with George, he broke down a lot of the metrics of all the players that the Yankees got, and I was like shocked of what Carabello brings to the table. With his speed is amazing. So he's got 34 steals. He's only batting like 228, whatever. But I have seen him get some really nice clutch hits. So, that's I think all of the moves they did were good. A Slater, I'm okay with. But I really like Rosario move, and I love the McMahon move. I absolutely love that. Before we go further, I do want to say a big thank you to Bryce. Bryce was on my stream for over 7 hours. Bryce, I can't thank, and he was breaking stories, and I can't thank you enough, Bryce. And I'm sorry, I was going through. There were a lot of people coming in and out, and I just have to say thank you. I mean, really, you're probably as tired as I am, but I can't thank you enough. So I give you a big shout out. Thank you so much. Jordy, how you doing? Sarah, how are you? I was hoping you'd come on. We missed you today. With your insight, I would have loved to seen you and talk to you. John Ferrazzo, thanks again for being on the stream. Ultra, thanks again also. So I want to thank each and every one of you, and we'll get to your comments in a few. We want Ben just to finish up and on anything the Yankees, and of course go around the league and a little bit and whatever he'd like to talk about with the Mets. So go ahead, Edgelock. How you doing? Go ahead.
Yeah, let's go to the Mets now. And I think I referenced it earlier, but they made their moves last night. They added Ryan Helsley. They added, I don't know why I'm blanking on his name right now. They added Tyler Rogers from the Giants. They did give up a lot to get Rogers, but I think it balanced out once I saw the return for Ryan Helsley. Because if you told me that the Mets were going to give up Drew Gilbert, Jose Butto, Blade Tidwell, and Nate something, and then a couple other no-name arms to get Ryan Helsley, not Ryan Helsley. No, yes, it is Ryan Helsley. Ryan Helsley and Tyler Rogers. I would have said, okay, I'm really okay with that. If you didn't tell me how the prospects were going to be dispersed amongst the two trades, I would have been like, yes, I am content with that. Obviously, I would have liked to give up less, but I'm okay with those trades. And then you add Cedric Mullins today. I wasn't thinking that the Mets were in dire need of a center fielder. I thought they were fine with Tyrone Taylor. I thought they had options in that they could put a Luis Angel Acuna Jr. in center field, and that they could put a Jeff McNeil in center field. but I guess they don't want to do that. I was just looking at it a couple minutes ago. I don't know if I'm going to be able to scroll back up to it real quick. Here it is. Cedric Mullins has a career 429 batting average and 1026 OPS at Citi Field. And I know that's a little bit skewed. He's an Oriole. He's been an Oriole his whole career, so he hasn't played at Citi Field much. But if he can channel some of that, and that can be the impact bat that David Stearns adds, that'd be huge for the Mets. I am not really sure whether I would have rather had Mullins or Luis Robert. I think I like the upside of Robert more, but Cedric Mullins has been better this year. And remember, this is a guy that went 30-30 just a couple seasons ago. Yes. So he's still in that part of his career where he can give you something. He can be a productive player, and I've learned to trust David Stearns over the last year and a half, so I'm going to keep moving on with what he did, and I'm excited. I'm excited to watch this pennant race.
Yeah, I mean, really, if you had to rank your top three teams in the trade deadline, what would they be?
All right, I'll go 3, 2, and 1. At 3, well, I'll just list a couple teams that I thought won the trade deadline. So I think the Yankees had a really good deadline. Even if you bring it to last week with the McMahon trade, with the Slater trade, all the other moves they made up before today, I thought they had a really good deadline. I do think the Mets had a solid deadline. The Orioles probably got a bunch of prospects back. I would have to look at what they really got, right. But they shipped off everyone. They have one bad season, and they're already building towards the future. I thought they had a great trade deadline. And then the team that I think is the clear winner of this trade deadline is the San Diego Padres. They dumped a ton of prospects. They got Ryan O'Hearn. They got Ramon Laureano. They got J.P. Sears. And obviously, they picked up a new closing pitcher, Mason Miller.
Yeah,
I mean, that is a huge deal. I know that they dumped off the third prospect in all of baseball to get him, but Mason Miller is a guy that can be nails in October, and he's really going to get an opportunity now. So I'm excited to see what he does.
Yeah, you kind of missed a little bit of the Houston Astros. They worry
the Astros had a good deadline too. Yeah.
I don't think Correa is the player that he once was. I mean, he's still done good, but I think injuries have slowed him down. I don't think he's as potent, but it's still better, I'm sure, than what they had. But Houston had a good pickup. They're going to be a force to reckon with. Also, there's no question in my mind. So let's see. Let's see how it goes. I thought that the Mets did very well, and the icing on the cake was Cedric Mullins. When this guy's on all cylinders, he's a really good player. And I would guess that they soured or don't think that Siri will do anything for them. So I just feel that, hey, whatever it is, it is. So. But I thought the Mets did well. What I'm curious to see is what's going to happen, with the outfield now, with these players, coming with Cedric, and you have Soto, and you have Nimmo, and you have McNeil, and you have what's his name,
Marte.
The other set of, yeah. So how do you think this is all going to play out?
All right, I'll go around the diamond. I don't think this is that big of a question. I think Francisco Alvarez and Luis Torrens are platooning a catcher. Alvarez is obviously taking more of the playing time. Torrens will play maybe once or twice a week. Then at first base, obviously Pete Alonso, the polar bear. No questions about that. And then at second base is kind of where things get interesting because you'll have Jeff McNeil and you'll have Luis Angel Acuna Jr. Depending on who's hot, depending on who's not, depending on matchups and everything like that. They'll be splitting time for the most part. Shortstop Francisco Lindor, not much else needs to be said. And then third base is going to be a combination of Mark Vientos, Brett Beatty, and Ronnie Mauricio. As it stands right now, I think Mauricio is going to be the best option for that spot. But we've seen Brett Beatty get really hot, and we know that Mark Vientos can be a force to reckon with in October. And then going to right field, you have Juan Soto there. He's not a defensive liability. He's going to play right field. That's why the Mets are paying him $765 million over the next 15 years. Right. Center field, I think Tyrone Taylor is pretty much out of the rotation. It's going to be Cedric Mullin. That's his position to lose at this point. And then left field is going to be Brandon Nimmo. DHing Starling Marte. And if Mullins needs a day off, if Nimmo needs a day off, you could throw McNeil out there. Because Jesse Winker's now on the 60-day IL, and I doubt Jose Siri's coming back.
Well, the one interesting thing that I just remembered, and watching a lot of Oriole games lately, Cedric Mullins was not playing against all the lefties. Okay. So I guess what's his name will be out there a little bit more, but I don't think Cedric's going to play every game. He's going to be a nice piece off the bench. You need a base runner, just like a Carabello, really. I mean, he's going to play a lot. I'm not saying no.
I think he's going to be an everyday player because Tyrone Taylor is 4 for 80 or something to that extent.
Yeah, but he had a good year last year. I mean, come on.
4 for 80 is ridiculous. I get it if you had a good year last year and you're 10 for 45 or something like that. But he's 4 for 80, Joe. 4 for 80.
Wow. And they kept putting him out because
they had no other option.
I was a little surprised they didn't get rid of Marte.
He's played well, and that's a veteran presence you want to have in the locker room.
Yeah. Well, again, but overall, they have a good bullpen. They have good starting players. They're going to be a force. I think the Phillies did well. They're
100%.
also, they're. But like I said, I think the big winner here was the Padres. I mean, they're going to give the Dodgers fits, I believe.
It's definitely going to be a tight race.
That's going to be sick. That's going to be sick. Want to say hello to a couple of new people in the stream. Talking with Tyler. How you doing, everyone? Again, hey, Sean Browning, how you doing? Good morning or good evening. For me, I don't know. You can't go by me because I'm in oblivion right now. I'm on fumes right now. But I do want to thank everyone. Please, if you haven't subscribed as you go in and out, please subscribe to the channel. Please smash that like button. And the more you subscribe, the more content we will have. And I totally appreciate it. And everybody here at NY Yankee Mania appreciates it too. We have a lot of videos out. We have interviews with former players. Just to name you one or two, Jabba Chamberlain gave us a wonderful, great interview. We had Corey Hart of the Milwaukee Brewers. So there's a lot. There's a lot of content here. And the only thing that I ask is if you could, please smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. Carl, how you doing? Bill O, how are you? Jeff, how's it going? I don't know if this is the real one or not, but I doubt it, but okay. So I have Anthony Volpe and I have Jeff Parsons. So if it is you, really you do a great job breaking news and everything. Love your passion. John K, welcome back. How you doing? Okay, so this weekend now, the Yankees play the Marlins. And the Mets are who are they?
They're home for San Fran.
San Fran, right? Okay. So, what are you seeing for both teams, and what do you think the weekend's going to be like?
I mean, for the Yankees, you got to win these games. The Marlins are a team full of nobodies. I don't even know who's still left on their roster after the trade deadline. You better go in there and just dominate. I don't care who's on the mound. I don't care who's in the box. You better win all 3 games by a lot. And for the Mets,
the Marlins have played some really good ball. I mean, come on, let's give them a little credit.
They had a good stretch. But they fizzled out since then. And if the Yankees are this superpower that they're supposed to be now with all their acquisitions. I want to see it right now.
Well, I don't know if it's a matter of a superpower. They got better. They were like, I mean, Ben, they had no bullpen. The bullpen was shot. I mean, so it's not a question of being a superpower. They are back to what their strength was, and that was a bullpen. And now they have a bullpen, but it still has to. I'm not going to be like devastated. They'd lose a game over there because Miami's played very well. And
no, I'm not. Maybe I'm overreacting a little, but I'm just saying these are 3 games that the Yankees could easily win. And we were talking earlier this week about how it's got to happen soon if the Yankees want to win this division. And the Marlins are one of those teams that you could take advantage of. And depending on what the Blue Jays do, shave a couple games off of that AL East deficit.
Well, I think right now the most important thing for the Yankees, all right, they've just won 3 out of 4. I'm not even worried about first place right now. I am worried about being consistent and winning. Just worry about consistency, winning, playing good ball, playing that you there's nobody that can stop you. And the really nice thing about this is that, I mean, within the next 2 weeks, they're going to be getting back Fernando Cruz, Luis Hill on Sunday, which I don't know how much he's got, maybe 75 pitches. And then the big gun, Aaron Judge. And Aaron Judge is like, you just traded for a big superstar. So there's a lot. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not worried about first place. First things first. You have to crawl before you do anything. And you have to prove that you're back and play consistently. Then we'll worry about first place. I mean, that's the way I feel. As far as my opinion on the Mets is, again, play consistency. And again, they should beat the Giants. The Giants are depleted. What do they have left?
I agree with that.
So both teams, I think the Phillies, they got, now they got to go out there and show, what they're made of. The Dodgers are getting a little healthy. I believe Blake Snell is coming back this Saturday. And the Padres, with all their firepower, well, let's see you do it now. Houston is going to be tough. The Tigers, can they get back to what they were doing before? I don't know. But waiting in the wings to help us out, swinging from the fences, Mr. George. Let's bring him up. How you doing, man? Thank you so much for helping us out this afternoon. I can't thank you enough. And the Iron Man is back. I'm here.
Yeah. Hey, I got my own little soundtrack.
All right. Thank you, man. Thank you. I like that. Now it's your turn to give us a little analogy of what on earth happened today.
Yeah, with the trade deadline. I mean, first of all, Ben, you must be a pretty happy camper, aren't you? With all the trades the Mets pulled off.
It's all smiles over here. That's nothing new.
I can say the same too. I mean, they waited to some of the last minutes. I mean, the big trade, Camilo Doval, happened after the 6 o'clock mark. We had that reaction live. I love the David Bednar move. I just really feel like we have one of the best bullpens in baseball. We went from every postgame show me and Joe would do, complaining about the bullpen, how the bullpen blew the game, and now look at all these new pieces in the bullpen. We really strengthened the bullpen. You have Fernando Cruz coming back soon, who me and Nathan are doing an event with soon. Make sure you guys check that out. But you have him coming back. You have Leiter coming back. This bullpen is going to be rock solid. You have Luis Hill coming back Sunday. My guy, King of the Hill. He'll be back Sunday. So really happy with all this. I mean, I feel like the team got monumentally upgraded. And we got rid of Peraza. I mean, what more could you want? Maybe could you have wanted a starter too? Yeah, but I mean, I feel like the Marlins said hands off on Sandy. Joe Ryan, it looked like it would have taken a huge package. So am I mad that they didn't get a starter, but kept their kept most of their farm system intact, kept a lot of good pieces, kept a guy like Ben Rice. 100%, Joe. Really happy with this deadline. Really satisfied.
And also a couple of verses on the game today.
Yeah.
That was lost in the shuffle.
Oh yeah, I mean it was a good game. It was a well played game. We had the little bit of the delay. I mean, we had torrential downpour for a little while here. But the game was just a nice little 7-4 victory. The bats were hitting. Ben Rice hit a 3-run shot. You guys know how big I am on Benny. So yeah, I really like what I saw out of the offense today. I really don't think that's a huge issue. With the bats, I think the biggest issue was the bullpen. That's been addressed. I feel like we're looking like a much better team, and we're ready to go. We're ready to rock and roll. Up ahead in the wild card, inching our way back over to Toronto. I think this team has a legit shot to win the AL East.
Well, like I just said, you got to crawl before,
Yeah.
They have to be a little bit more consistent than,
Yeah.
all right, they showed 3 out of 4. They don't normally do that against Tampa. So that, that's a good thing. But again, you have to crawl. And, this weekend, they can't take lightly. I mean, Miami has played well. Maybe they had a little roadblock the last few days, but they, they'll always be. Listen, these little teams always give the Yankees trouble, no matter what. And I mean, I'm shooting for a sweep, but I wouldn't be a bit surprised if it was 2 out of 3. I mean, it just wouldn't surprise me.
I think my philosophy is that you just got to win series. If you win series, the wins will pile up. You don't need to worry about sweeping. Just try to win every single series.
No, I agree 100%. And I think that the days of bashing Cashman, should come to an end right now. He said they were gonna be like sailors, and they were. I mean, listen, almost every day there was an add-on in the past week. So we cannot knock what he did. We got a better bench. We got a better left side of the infield. We're sliding in all of these relief pitches that the Yankees have shortened the game to 5 innings. If you really think about it, if it came down to that, it would be a 5-inning game. If you don't beat the Yankees, it's sort of like the Mets too. The Mets are in a position now. If you don't get to them in the 6th or the 7th inning,
yeah.
I think if you don't get to them in the 3rd or 4th inning at this point.
Well, I don't know about 3rd or 4th. I mean, the starter's going to be in there.
I know. I'm just saying.
5 innings.
I'm just saying. Once you get this team to the bullpen, it's going to be nails. Because this team has Brooks Raley, Reed Garrett, Ryan Stanek, Tyler Rogers, Ryan Helsley, Edwin Diaz, and I feel like I'm still forgetting someone.
Soto, you didn't mention Gregory
and
Soto.
Gregory Soto. That's 7 arms right there that I feel confident in at any time. And I know Ryan Stanek isn't the greatest regular season pitcher, but once the games become must win, that guy is locked down. That guy is automatic. Right.
Well, I've seen Gregory Soto a lot too, and he could be a little shaky. And I've seen him blow games, and of course we know about it, Diaz, and the same thing with the Yankees. I mean, Williams has his blown saves. Weaver hasn't been the same.
Yeah.
Listen, nothing's a 24/7 that everything's going to work out. But are the Yankees and Mets better today than they were 2 days ago? Without a doubt.
Yeah, and there's no denying that.
Doubt. There's not even a thought. Are the Phillies better? Yes.
Yes.
Are the Astros better?
100%.
Yes. The Astros
and
had
the
a
biggest
really good day.
in my book are the Padres. There's a good possibility right now. I'm just saying right now, man, for a team, I think they're better than the Dodgers. Unless the Dodgers are totally healthy. Then I give the edge. But right now, as we speak right now, There's no reason why the Padres couldn't beat the Dodgers with that team.
Yeah, and the Dodgers have had some struggles as of late.
Well, they have a lot of injuries. I mean,
They have injuries. That's the problem. Yeah.
right. They have injuries, especially to the pitching staff.
But this is 2 years in a row now, whereas it was Tyler Glasnow last year. It was Yamamoto was on the shelf for a while.
Yeah.
I mean, I know he was traded, but Dustin May had the weird injury where he swallowed lettuce and it tore something in his esophagus.
I believe it was a crouton in the salad.
A crouton, whatever. It's salad. You get the point. The Dodgers, they have some injury-prone players. I saw Shohei Ohtani left to start last night. They're calling it cramps, but you know that can always develop into something worse. So you never want to wish injuries on a team. But when the Dodgers are very prone to having these players on the shelf.
One thing about the Dodgers is they may be hurt all year, but when it comes down to the playoffs and all of that and the nitty-gritty, they usually always get healthy. And another thing that we didn't touch upon, the Padres also received Nestor Cortez.
Yeah.
So I get to see the rematch.
Nasty Nestor.
Cortez and Freddie Freeman again. Good point.
Nasty Nestor.
Very, very good point. And, what a refreshing day that nobody's bashing Cashman. Nobody's bashing this one. There's no reason to. Today is a celebration for your team. If you are a fan of the Yankees, of the Mets, of the Phillies, of the Astros, of the Padres, just to name a few, you got to be happy. There is nothing that you could say to turn around and say, "Oh my God, we didn't do enough. We're not gonna win." If you can't say that, then you're not a fan of the team. I mean, let's face it. Listen. Nobody was more critical of the Yankees basically than me in the past 3 weeks because I tell it like it is. I don't sugarcoat. I don't say that we're great when we're not great. I don't say that we're lousy. I get mad, but you're never as good when you're good, and you're never as bad when you're bad. And that's the bottom line with sports, for any sport. But today is a day to put to rest a few things that are with the bashing of this one, the bashing of that one. The bottom line is the Yankees won 3 out of 4 games from Tampa Bay, their nemesis. That shows me a lot. And they didn't have a bullpen for the whole series, basically.
Yeah.
Now they have a bullpen.
Yeah, I mean, this was a great turning point.
Now go out and play your game. And the Yankees got athletic with Carabello. He's got 34 stolen bases. They got better in right-handed hitting. Although I think Rosario, what does he have? One or two at bats? He's 1 for 2. They got Slater. That I'm not. I could take it or leave it. I mean, I could be wrong. Maybe he's going to go mashing, but I could take it or leave it. McMahon, on the other hand. I was wrong about that. I from what I'm seeing, this guy just had to get out of Colorado to really show what he's all about.
Yeah.
And I don't. I'm tired of hearing, "Oh, he can't hit," away from Coors Field. Listen, when you're playing with a team that loses almost every day, it's got to get to your head, no matter what. You're going from the outhouse to the penthouse, basically. I mean, how many games did McMahon just gain in the standings?
Yeah.
What is Colorado, about 30 games out?
If that.
Okay. Probably 35, whatever it is.
He went from the entry-level position all the way up.
34 and a half.
Okay. So he went from 34 and a half to 4. So he cut
3.5 actually. 3.5 back now.
3.5, and on top of that, they're ahead in the wild card. So I mean, so it does matter where you play sometimes. It really does.
Yeah.
And all the teams are going to be juiced, man. The Yanks are going to be juiced. The Mets are going to be juiced. I mean, what's not to like about this?
I don't think
You
I'm
know,
happy.
and let's put to rest the Cashman is whatever, and Cashman is this, and Cashman is that. They did what they had to do. Yeah, maybe they didn't get another starting pitcher, but you know what? Eel's coming. Luis Eel's coming back.
Yeah.
You still have a few guys you could go to. Leave it alone. Just leave it alone.
Yeah.
Let them play it out now.
And
They have days off coming up, so it's not like every game is going to be like, oh, they're going to play 30 games in a row. That's not happening anymore. We have days off, and they're going to use it to the best of their ability, and that's true for a lot of teams. So now let the men come out. Let's see who's the men or the mice. And listen, the Yankees don't play well. I'm going to say what I have to say. If they play well, great. We just keep going. But you got to show that you want it. You got to be more hungry. And you know why in my opinion, guys, why I see that the Yankees weren't not that they weren't hungry, because they're limited.
Yeah.
Home run or nothing. Some of these at-bats, there's no clue of what they want to do. Look at the other teams. They know what they want to do. They have a man on second. So they're going to give, selfishly, they're going to give themselves up to hit that ground ball to second base and have that guy on third base. The Yankees never do that. They'll do it on a mistake. But they're not looking for that. They're looking for the big bopper. It doesn't always work, and it won't work in the playoffs. So maybe these guys that they got, the Slaters, the Rosarios, these guys, maybe they'll move the needle. Maybe they'll give themselves up, which I think they will. I really do.
Those are the guys that you hope catch lightning in a bottle, but you can't really expect too much out of them. It would be great if the Yankees could get a big number, a lot of production out of Ahmed Rosario. That's a guy at shortstop.
He'll be a
that
guy who
could
plays
push
against
Anthony
lefties.
Volpe. That's a guy that could push Jose Caballero. And if that happens, then suddenly Caballero's average starts climbing. 225, 230, 235, 240. And same thing with Anthony Volpe. So you just want those guys to really push the other ones. Yeah, it's nice. You could put them in for a lefty-righty matchup or a righty-lefty matchup, whatever it may be. Right. But you really want those guys for the locker room and for the scare factor to the more everyday players.
Yeah, and I think Volpe's been hitting since the All-Star break. I think the bat is waking up. Hopefully he gives us the same playoff performance as last season. And a little bit on Ryan McMahon, he didn't have any protection in that Colorado lineup. He was really the only threat with the bat. Of course they're going to pitch around him. Of course he's not going to get quality pitches to hit. But now in this new environment where the fans actually are cheering for something, in Colorado, they didn't have anything to cheer for. Now you got these games that matter. And Ryan McMahon, he's been clutch. He's been pure clutch for us. He reminds me of Scott Brocious. He's the type of player I could see him being for the Yankees. The glove is fantastic. It's phenomenal. We know that. But having a rock at third base, having a guy who's going to give us league average hitting and well above league average defensively, I 100% will take that. Build around that. That is a good infield. If Anthony Volpe fixes up the glove, which I think there's a chance
unlikely.
He could. I think there's a chance he could. But if he keeps hitting, Jazz is Jazz. He's been great. Ben Rice and Goldschmidt at first, flipping and flopping. This is a solid infield. When everyone's playing at 100%, the infield is looking good. Ben Rice is showing signs of flashes. He's finally putting together. The big thing he needs is consistency. Hit a 3-run bomb today. Goldschmidt, maybe he could get back to it. I don't like him in the 2-hole. What are we doing with putting Paul Goldschmidt in the 2-hole? But besides that, no more Goldschmidt. I agree with that because I don't think Ben Rice is a good defensive catcher. He can't throw out a runner to save his life. I could probably steal a base on Ben Rice, and I'm very slow. So I like his bat, and I think he needs to improve at first. The big thing with that decision is Paul Goldschmidt has not been a Gold Glove defender at first base. He's made a lot of errors, a lot of stupid throws. So I want to see the kid have a chance. Is he phenomenal defensively? No. But if Goldschmidt is not playing as well, they're on the same level defensively this season, but they're clearly not with the bat. So 100% I see that Ben Rice should be winning that battle over at first base. And Joe, a question for you is, how do you like Ben Rice in the leadoff spot? What's your opinion on having Rice lead off like he did today? Would you rather him lead off? Would you rather have a guy like the Martian or maybe a guy like Grisham? Who do you want to see lead off?
My answer is going to stay the same. It's going to be Dominguez. I think
I agree with that.
Rice is more of a middle of the lineup hitter. He gives you that power element, but he could also spray the ball around the field. He's really a 5 or 6 hitter to me.
Yeah.
At his peak. And I don't think that's not a knock on him. That's just where he slots in on a World Series contending lineup.
Yeah, I think right now he could be in the upper third with the Judge injury. Like they could sometimes, if there's no Stanton, I think definitely Ben Rice will get the job in there. But when Judge comes back, I could totally see him being like maybe the 6 hitter, because I feel like Jazz should be the permanent 5 guy. But you have Ben Rice in at 6, maybe McMahon at 7. And then rounding it out, Wells and Volpe. That's a solid bottom of the lineup. And I do agree.
Yeah,
Dominguez Dominguez 100% should be the leadoff hitter. He proved that in that in that series in Queens. I don't know why he hasn't had more reps at the leadoff spot. But here's my ideal lineup with a healthy Judge. I got Dominguez leading things off. In the 2-hole, I'll go you could go a few different ways. So if there is Dominguez, there might not be. So here's the other thing. It's hard now. I'm just realizing.
It's Dominguez Grisham. Or no. Dominguez Bellinger, sorry.
Dominguez Bellinger Judge. But if you have. So Judge would probably be your DH, though.
Right.
So if you don't have. So you have probably no Stanton because he might not be in the outfield.
No.
So who's going to be.
I think you could see I could see Austin Wells, maybe?
In the 4?
No, it's aggressive.
I think the spot
I don't
might
like that
be,
either.
So Grisham in the. Could you put Belly in the 4? Where if you go Dominguez, Grisham, Judge, Belly, Jazz, Rice, or do you want? Or see, this is the problem the Yankees are going to run into.
Yeah.
And the other thing is Giancarlo Stanton does not perform at the level of a bench bat. He's he's been on a really hot streak now. I don't know.
You need him in the lineup any way possible come October.
I saw Judge taking reps in the outfield today. So I don't know if he's going to be in the DH spot the whole time. Maybe just for maybe a week and a half at most. But I would think it hurts the team.
I would assume it's going to be a DH role, but more than a week and a half.
More?
I think he'll probably start playing the field mid-September, early September.
I definitely don't want them to rush him.
That's what I'm thinking too.
But the thing is, if we keep winning games, because we have an easy schedule, we have the Marlins up next, and then I believe the White Sox. If we get some traction, we're going to be tied with Toronto, which we're going to run into must-win territory with trying to overcome the Blue Jays and take that 1 spot. So the Yankees are going to have to make a tricky decision with Stanton and with Judge, because the Yankees are only 3.5 back. If they sweep the Marlins and probably I think they could sweep the White Sox, even though you never know. I feel like this team can't beat the White Sox. They might be tied with the Blue Jays for first, which is a game you probably have to win. You have to get first place. You have to instill that momentum back. So that's a tough decision they're going to have to make, because by that time, like you said, that's not even going to be a week and a half with Judge. So it's just going to be interesting.
He's due back August 5th, I believe.
Yeah.
That's when he's due back.
I think we're more deciding how long we want him to DH before he's sent back out to right field.
I'm interested to see what the timeline is for throwing, because if you remember, this is what Garrett Cole had last season's. Okay, White Sox next month twice. Okay, this is what Garrett Cole had last year, and then it turned into this year Tommy John. So I don't want to screw around with this too much, because that always does kind of segue into kind of segues into Tommy John. It's happened before.
Well, but there is one difference though, George. He's not throwing 95 miles an hour on every pitch.
That's
Yeah.
He's
true.
only throwing once in a while.
Yeah.
So he doesn't, and sometimes he may not have to throw anything because something,
It's baseball, Joe. Things happen in baseball. Crazy.
No, of course.
Baseball will blow your mind with how much stuff happens. So
Well, look what happened. Look what happened to Diaz today.
yeah,
I mean, he got hit, and and it went straight under the arm, and they had to take him out of the game.
yeah.
Actually, didn't they lose 2 players today? I think they lost 2 players to injuries.
Yeah.
So
Because
of
Aranda
course
got
anything could happen, but
Miranda got his hand caught in a collision at first base.
Miranda, right, and because when you hit Giancarlo Stanton, you're hitting a brick wall. That guy is all muscle, all muscle.
I got an idea.
Let's see what Ken has to say. Go ahead.
This isn't that crazy, but it's a little bit more on the crazy side. What if you throw Giancarlo Stanton at first base?
First
Is he
base?
too big?
No,
Just
I
to
mean,
get him back in the
too
field
big.
so you can let Judge
Because if he
DH longer.
stretches. No, but
Yeah, I'm
Ben,
worried
if
about
he
the stretch.
stretches, he's going
Oh,
to get
yeah.
a hamstring.
I
That's
know.
all
It's
I
just,
have.
it's just me
muscle.
trying to find any ways to get him in the lineup while Judge can still DH.
Ken says the numbers of Goldschmidt's fielding are wrong. Goldie has 3 errors, 7th best first baseman in Major League Baseball, and 5th best in the American League.
I don't see it still.
How does
though.
that work? Oh, never mind. Wait, yeah. How is he worse in the league than overall?
That's a
Well, he
good
has
pull.
3 errors, 7th best at first base.
Oh,
in
I thought it
Major
said
League
third
Baseball.
in the MLB and fifth. in
I
the
don't
AL.
like. He's made some stupid throws, Goldschmidt, and he doesn't field the ball at a high level. I mean, there's more than just errors when it comes to being defensive.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot more that goes into it. There's whether you should hold the ball, whether you should throw it home. There's a
Well,
lot
that's
more.
Volpe's problem. Listen, if Goldsmith was hitting 25, 30 points more, we wouldn't be having this discussion.
Right, but
Right
he's
now, we're
becoming an
picking on-
automatic out
we're
against a
picking
good
on him
throwing Brady.
because He looked. I mean, listen, we got to call a spade a spade. He looks awful
Yeah,
at the plate right
100%.
now. He doesn't have a clue.
yeah.
And when you have a professional hitter like Goldsmith not having a clue, what does that say for the rest of the team?
I
Nobody
think
sees
he's
this.
progressing. I think, who said in the chat? I think Evan hit the nail right on the head. He's regressing.
That's it.
Joe
I mean,
Ryan
he's-
didn't get traded.
The
Wow.
what?
Joe Ryan did not get traded.
Yeah, that was surprising. There were rumors somebody put out there that he was traded to the Red Sox, and it was quickly taken off of the I think of X today. Actually, Nitin had found that out. He saw
False
it.
reporter over here alert.
What?
Someone put in the chat they got Joe Ryan.
No, Joe Ryan. Yeah, right.
Yeah, Joe Ryan did not get traded to the
He did
Red
not
Sox.
get traded. Right.
do we need timeout?
Yeah, we might need timeout.
Wait a minute. Where is? I don't see what you're saying, guys. I'm
You might
sorry.
have deleted it. Is it still there?
Where is it? It's there.
Joe Ryan didn't get traded. Is that what?
Nah, he
I don't
said
see it
they
anymore.
got Joe Ryan. I got it on my screen. 948.
Oh, there we go. I think I don't know. I'm watching the actual YouTube chat. YouTube chat.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't see.
No, I see it on ours. I don't see it on the actual YouTube. I think he might have taken it down.
Okay. I mean, I know I'm tired, but I'm not that tired. I can see what I'm doing. Yeah, he deleted it. Thank you, Evan. So, so how are we feeling, guys? I mean, obviously we're excited. We're ready for the next series. Both Ben, I know, he's looking forward to seeing that bullpen. We are definitely looking forward to seeing some of the new stuff. And I'm hoping a guy like Arabello brings bunting and hit and run. I've seen him. I know what he can do, and he's darn fast. So we have a little bit more speed in this lineup. There's no question about it. They became a little bit more athletic, which in my opinion is fantastic. They needed to do that, and hopefully they're going to get more. They're going to get healthier in the next few days. So it should be a nice ride. It should be a roller coaster. Let's see how it goes. But again, I'm not going to worry about first place right now because we're not in a position to worry about it right now. We're in a position right now to play consistently. Then we could turn around and say, okay, now it's time. But to say that because they won 3 out of 4 after they played so bad for 2 months, I'm sorry, that doesn't cut it for me. I'm not ready to go, let's charge the first place. What I am ready for is to play consistent. Yeah. Win your games, win the series. Then we'll worry about Toronto.
And even if you don't win the division, but you get a wild card spot, right, all you need is to be there. That's all you need. Once you're in the dance, you're golden. The Mets did it from a wild card spot last year. They went all the way to the NLCS. I feel like every year we've had a wild card team make a deep postseason run.
Oh yeah.
So I don't think it's that big. Year. It was us last year, yeah.
You guys last year.
Right.
I'm blanking on previous years, but I feel like it's happened at least once a year.
Yeah, 100%.
Since this expanded format.
Diamondbacks were
the Diamondbacks
wild card
did it?
team when they went to the World Series.
Right.
Let's see. Sean Browning says that Correa would be traded back to the Astros. I think he predicted that. So kudos to people that predicted this. Ken says tomorrow's Yankees versus Rays matchup. They're not playing the
Rays.
Probably
the Marlins.
Marlins matchup is Rodon.
Yeah, against Junk is on the Marlins.
Yeah. So let's see. 2 good ERAs and 2 good pitches.
Yeah.
And let's see the new look Yankees, what they're going to do. Is Junker, he's a righty, right? I'd really like to see them against a lefty. I want to get those right-handed batters in there again.
Yeah.
I'd really like to see that. Sean says Bill O predicted, and I believed it would happen. Let's see. Yashin, the Rangers won the World Series as a wild card team. Yes, they did. They really, really did. That's good. The Reds were down 11-5. They are down 11-8, second and third, nobody out in the 8th. The power of trades.
Yeah.
Right. No, you're right. But again, with everything going on, what I don't understand is what happened to the Giants. I mean, they make this big trade for Devers, and they just went downhill.
Yeah.
I mean, you're 6 games out of a wild card spot at the trade deadline. They got so much in return. Drew Gilbert is supposed to be the real deal. Jose Butto has proved that he can do a little something at the major league level. And Blade Tidwell, this is just going off the Mets trade, has upside as a young big leaguer. This isn't even going into the trade they made with the Reds where they dealt Taylor Rogers. This isn't going into some of the other moves that they made. They recouped so much. And in this unforgiving National League, and especially the National League West, it wasn't right in front of the Giants this year. And I think they understood that. This new regime with Buster Posey and co., they're building towards the future. I don't think it's that bad of a move.
All right. Well, I mean, like you said, they're not far away, but I mean, they just took a real dump. What the heck?
I mean, at 6 games, it's going to be hard to be a buyer.
Right.
So they chose to sell. It's either you're going to stay right where you're at, you're going to stand pat, or you're going to sell, and they chose the latter.
Right. Oh, hey, it is what it is. But I'm anxious to see how the Padres are going to perform. I want to see, of course, the bullpens. These are the things that are very intriguing now It's going to be fun. You're going to watch some of these bullpens are just like lights out. I mean, who's ever going to score a run? Who's going to be first?
We're going to get some marathon playoff games this year.
I'm all for it.
I am too.
That there's no phantom runner, which is good. I'm glad about that.
Yeah.
So, hey, listen, it is what it is. But any plans you got? Any one of you going to any games or?
I'm going to tomorrow. I'm actually going to the Somerset Patriots game.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Yeah, Ben's going
nice. Is anything big going on over there?
Babe Ruth bobblehead night. It's gonna be a packed crowd.
Doubleheader.
Man, get me a bobblehead.
Will do, Joe. Will do.
That's
doubleheader tomorrow.
It's an early game.
Guys, it's six is the first game.
The first game's at 6.
At 6?
Yeah.
But at the double A level, they only play 7-inning games, so it'll be 14 rather than 18 innings.
Yeah.
Wow. So you're definitely gonna be there a while.
Yeah.
So tomorrow's post game. None of you are available at this point.
Probably not. I'll try to make the pregame.
Okay. And what about the weekend?
Weekend.
Ben, are you around or you're not?
I'm gone on Saturday. This is probably the last you're gonna get of me for around 2 weeks.
Oh, okay. No problem.
And I'm gone a few games next week because I'm in Trenton covering the Thunder.
What was that?
I'm covering Trenton Thunder next week. Make my press debut.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, pretty excited for that.
Awesome. Okay. Well, like I said, guys, just keep me informed.
Yeah.
What you can and cannot do, either pregame, postgame, and all that. And I appreciate it. So, So Ben, you said 2 weeks vacay for you, or what's going on?
Yeah, well, it's 2 1-week vacations just parlayed back to back.
Awesome.
So potentially August 8th, I'll see how it shakes out, but there is potential I could do something that night.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So as we get a little bit closer to the real,
I'll tell you the day before, the day of, something like that.
Okay, so as you get closer to the
Appreciate
pennant
you,
races,
Evan.
it gets
Evan.
Yeah, right. Unbelievable! Wow. But yeah. So hey, listen. We covered quite a bit of ground. It was really it was awesome, and I'm really hoping that now the team's got to do their part.
Yeah.
Let's go out there. Let's go out there, win it, and again, take it one step at a time, period. Yeah. One step at a time. And then, that's it. And guys, like I said, it's been a long, long day.
Yeah. Was this 9 hours you've been on the air?
What, 10 hours?
Oh my gosh.
And I'm a little bit out of it. And I got a morning show to do. But no, first of all, again, I want to thank everybody in the chat for just about all of you for hanging on with me for hours and hours. You got, I can't thank you enough. I really can't. And thank you for being positive all day. Then, I had 1 or 2, more remarks and this and that about, the Yanks, this and that, but that was stopped. We actually blocked someone, couldn't take it anymore. But we had listen. The bottom line is, we're not here to rib anybody. We're here to talk about your favorite subject. Most of the time, it's the Yankees, but just enjoy it. It's such a family-oriented stream here, and I loved it. So you guys were really, really great. And he's turning all over the place, this guy. There he goes. Yeah, 10 hours is a lot of hours, guys.
Yeah.
And the only thing that I keep asking, please subscribe if you haven't subscribed, everyone. That I really appreciate. the more content. There's going to be a lot more stuff coming on. August 14th, as you know, I put into the NY Yankee manager. We can't even talk anymore. We put it in the stream. We're going to have a first time an actress, and she is also an artist, and she's been on a lot of shows that I know you people have watched. Caterina Michio, she's going to be joining us on the 14th, and she's got a great story to tell, guys. So that's going to be a special show on entertainment. So looking forward to that. And then I have a few other surprises that you guys, I'm pretty sure, are going to like. So just hang in there with us, everyone. Thank you again for all the time you spent with us, and I really appreciate it. So, hey, guys, final thoughts. Ben, you go first.
I think both GMs had successful days, and now it's up to the teams to do their job. Both these teams are locked and loaded for potential World Series runs. That
sounds good. Well, again, if we don't see you, you have a wonderful trip, a safe one. And, you get a chance to come in, say hello. By all means, just say hello, man.
Will do. Appreciate it.
And Mr. George down there, what's going on? Your final thoughts.
Hey, both teams dramatically improved, so I'm excited to see what they could do with the new tools. Like Ben said, pressure's on them. The Cashman and Stearns gave them the tools. It's their turn now, the teams, to go win some games. I think these are two solid contenders right now. Yankees, they're going to get hot, so y'all better watch out. The bullpen's going to be disgusting for both of the teams. So really, we're going into a really nice era of New York baseball that I'm excited to watch. The rivalry's nice and burning between the Yankees and the Mets. I'm excited for this one, Joe.
Yeah, so am I. 100%. I feel the same way. But again, we're going to take it one step at a time, one game at a time, one inning at a time. And, the Yankees got to go out there, win 5, 6, 7 in a row. And then we can talk a little bit like, hey, man, what about first place? I'm not ready for that. I'm just not ready. I just want to see consistency. That's all I want. Yeah. So, with that in mind, again, so we're going to miss you there, Mr. Ben. And hopefully we'll see you back in a couple of weeks. Thank you.
Be back.
For everything. And George, you will be around here and there, right?
Oh, I'll be here.
I appreciate it, and we all appreciate it. Guys, have a good night. Have a great time tomorrow at the Thunder, and we appreciate everything that you do. Just hang on as I say goodbye to everyone. Okay. So, guys, thank you so much again. We love you. God bless you all. We will see you tomorrow morning at our regular time, 8:30 a.m. on NY Yankee Mania. We'll dissect so much, and we'll talk about the Marlins, the weekend series in Florida. So we will do that tomorrow morning. I can get some rest. We all get some rest. Even you guys just listening all day long. I give you kudos. I give you a lot of credit. So, guys, thank you. God bless you all. God bless America. God bless the Yanks and all of our health. Stay healthy, everyone. We love each and every one of you. Good night. Have a great night. See you at 8:30 in the morning. Good night.